Hey, my name is Patrick from the Front Support team, and I wanted to demo a few of my favorite Front AI features that we use here on the daily. What I wanted to focus on today was topics, suggested replies, and AI Compose. So I just sent myself a test email, and once it's received, we'll see a few things kind of trigger along with the receiving the inbound. So what I'm hoping is that my received email will trigger a rule based on the topic that is identified within that conversation. And that rule should trigger, auto assign it to me, and then we'll go ahead and wait up and check out the suggested reply that it throws in there. And then once we get a suggested reply, we'll give AI Compose a bit of a spotlight. So it looks like we received it. And it did identify it as a password assistance request topic. Help, my Eras Tour tickets are in my account, but I don't have access to my account. Can you help me reset my password? That's from Patrick. Um, this is an urgent request. I wasn't able to go to the Eras Tour, but I know she does play Enchanted. It's a great song. We got to help Patrick get over there. So looks like the topic was identified, triggered my rule. I'll go ahead and explain how this was done a little bit later. And that rule assigned it to me. Looks like the suggested reply came in. We got some great instructions over here. Um, Looks like it sent them a Help Center article. Great. But I wanted to take this over because we're going to make sure Patrick knows that this is an urgent request that we're taking seriously. We want to edit this a little bit. So we'll take maybe the very last line, adjust the tone, be a little bit more empathetic, and we can go ahead and send that out. So how did I do all that? I'll go ahead and go back here to the settings page. So first, we're going to want to enable Front AI for the workspace that you're going to be working from. So in this case, this email that I received was in the Tier 1 inbox. So we're going to go ahead and locate the Tier 1 inbox, mark it off right here. So I already enabled it beforehand just to make everything a little bit quicker. Next, we're going to want to enable suggested replies. So you can see that over here under Copilot. Suggested replies is basically what you saw over here. The neat thing about suggested replies is you could pair it with knowledge sources over here. So you could add an existing knowledge-based source that you've already added to your Help Center, or you can add an external source over here. And the neat thing about that is your suggested reply is going to reference the information that it finds in these knowledge sources. As you can see here, it linked to an article, which is very, very cool. And lastly, the last feature I used was AI Compose. To enable that, you can go over here to company because it's a company-wide front AI feature you can enable. So after you go to company, click front AI, you'll enable compose here. So how do we kind of put all that together? So once we go back to the workspace, after you enable something in the a workspace over here in this dropdown, you'll click over here and you'll see a bunch of topics start populating. It usually takes about 1 to 2 hours for this to populate, but basically what AI is doing, it's going through your email history, identifying topics that are similar to each other and sorting them into the same types of topics. So the one we used here was password reset assistance requests. So I set up a rule that basically says, let me look for this topic, password reset assistance topic, or password reset assistance request, which is a topic. And if a conversation is received and that's identified as the topic within the Tier 1 workspace, it's going to assign it over to me. So that's how you can basically get all of that done. Thank you for watching.